We're hearing the term changing media landscape thrown around a lot recently, but what does it really mean, particularly for the Australian entertainment industry? The way I see it, we, the entertainment industry, have lost our audience to YouTubers. And these are YouTube content creators who were teachers, accountants, 9-to-5ers who started a side hustle and, to their credit, have made a lot of money doing so and built really big audiences. How have we, the professional producers, filmmakers, television creators, managed to lose our audience to YouTubers? In my opinion, it's because we have not focused on our audience. We've not focused on building communities and engaging our audience and creating content that our audiences want on a platform they enjoy viewing on. And I think this is largely to do with the fact that as production companies and producers, we have been at the mercy of networks for so long. And anyone who's ever produced a series, and for that matter, a film for a distributor or a studio, would know that that comes with a lot of challenges, and the audience is not always front of mind, and the networks didn't always have the audience's best interests at heart. And we've paid the ultimate price. Now, sadly for us, it's the production companies and the producers, directors, writers that are feeling hit the hardest. So how do we rectify this? I think it's important to reflect and acknowledge what the current landscape is and what it means to us. And I'll give a couple of examples as to why I feel as though we've lost our audience and why I feel as though the networks have not cared about their audience. And it comes down to two things. Number one, it's programming, which so often does not have the audience's best interests at heart. And I've seen that as a producer personally, and I know a lot of my colleagues have experienced just really inadequate programming decisions, and they're never backed up with data, and the decision has never truly been shared with the producers as to why they went down that path. Ultimately, with YouTube, your viewer can watch your content whenever it suits them, and I guess that's why streaming has become popular. Although the difference between YouTube and streaming is that YouTube is free, and we all know that people love free content. Secondly, there has been a huge lack of awareness and community building from the networks, particularly around Australian content. And in 2025, every single brand, every single business, every single organisation that values what they do has a social media platform, and they have a community. Although here in Australia, most of our production companies barely post on social media. They don't have a TikTok page, and they definitely don't have a YouTube page. So we're not really doing everything we can as an industry to help create, foster, and engage an audience. Now, I believe moving forward, ultimately, most of our audiences are going to prefer YouTube as a platform of choice. They're also spending more time on social media, and that's where we need to be. Thanks to technology and social media, we no longer have to be at the mercy of networks and distributors and studios, because for the first time ever, we can talk directly to our audience. We have a clear pathway to our audience. We can be in the palm of their hands, and we can be in their lounge room without having to go through a network or a streamer or a studio. So I encourage any production companies out there, and producers and writers for that matter, to start a YouTube page, because if you can't beat them, join them. At least then you're in the game along with all the other YouTube content creators. It's now up to us to earn an audience. We're no longer guaranteed an audience. So you should be doing everything you possibly can to make content for your audience that they enjoy, listen to their feedback and pivot if you need to, putting it on a platform where you know people are watching, and working at creating a community, fostering that community, entertaining them, and you will reap the rewards. For the first time ever as a production company, you have the control. Streamers and networks need content. People need content to watch. Audiences want content. You have the ability to make great content. You've been doing it for decades. So why not enter the YouTube universe and start making high quality, really entertaining content to a really large audience? And the best part is, it's not just for Australians. YouTube is global and you have a huge global reach. So my advice is, first and foremost, create a YouTube strategy. What content are you going to make? What content do you already have that you can put on YouTube? What do your audience want to see? And how can you start building your own audience separate to any network or streamer? The creator economy is only set to grow. It is going to boom across the next 2 years. So now is the chance to join it. Don't think it's too late. It's not too late to join, but in a couple of years, it will be too late. So you need to strike now and you need to future-proof your production company. If you'd like further information on how to build a YouTube strategy for a production company, you can hit the link in my bio. I hope you found this insightful. Please comment, share, and take a look at my socials or reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd love to hear your feedback.